You don't need millions of followers to be a successful creator. You actually don't even need hundreds of thousands of them. In fact, you only need 1,000 true fans in order to make $100,000. And if you're saying right now, what the hell is the strange uncle trying to tell me? You probably have not heard of the 1,000 true fans theory, which basically means you just need 1,000 true fans that will buy a product off of you for $100 and you make $100,000. You know, just as easy as that. And true fans in this case being actual super fans that will buy anything off of you, let's say a product for $100 off of you. Now the smarty pants of you will probably be like, what if my average products are worth, or what if I sell my average products for $200? Do I just need 500 true fans then? Actually, yeah, it's as easy as that. If you have an average order value of $200, you basically just need 500 true fans in order to make that $100,000 a year wherever. And here's the thing, if you're happy, for example, with just $30,000 a year, whatever, which is, by the way, the average median individual income in the US, based on that math, if you have a $100 product over the course of a year, you just need 300 true fans in order to reach that goal of being a full-time creator, content creator, whatever you want to sell. So does that seem attainable? Does it seem kind of easy? Of course, it's not so easy, but attainable? I guess so, my friends. So in this video, we'll talk about how you can actually build those 1,000 true fans and actually challenge you to get them within the next 90 days. Why? You're gonna see. You're gonna see. See, we're all blinded by these big people, Peter McKinnon, Casey Neistat, that have millions of followers, and we all look up to them, which makes sense because, you know, they're actually pretty good. But we always try to measure ourselves to them. If you think about it, you actually don't need to be at their level because, as you can see right now, you just need 300 fans to basically make a full-time income on social media. So how do you actually get those 1,000 true fans on social media? On Instagram, for example, in this example, or YouTube, or basically wherever you can build a fan base online. And actually, it might seem obvious to you, but seeing all the space out there, seeing all my DMs and comment section, by the way, shout out to all the latest comments that I got. By the way, the 1,000 true fan theory comes from a guy called Kevin Kelly, who is also known as one of the founding fathers of the Kelly family. It's not true. I'm just kidding. Now, to get a true fan, you more or less have to bring those 5 key ingredients to the table as a creator, as a brand. First of all, you have to be relatable to them. You know, people want to relate to somebody. That's what content marketing, that's what social media marketing is all about. They have to feel like they know you in a way. Second of all, you have to bring some authority to the table. You know, it's bad if you're just some sort of goofball. And people need to kind of look up to you. Maybe you have achieved something that they're all striving to achieve, or you're just a drill master teaching them stuff that you know pretty good. Well, another thing is social proof. And here's the thing, of course, the more followers, the bigger of a following that you have, the easier it is because it kind of shows you that you're pre-selected. So having more followers certainly helps. Not always though. And a big thing actually to build social proof here is actually just putting yourself out there, because just by you being there, and let's say you're starting from new, just by you putting yourself out there, naming it as it is, saying, you know, I'm just started, here's my journey, this is what I do, here's how I can help you, this is, you know, just follow me and you'll learn a lot from you. Just by doing that, you kind of already have some sort of social proof, because, you know, a lot of people, they don't even start. They're kind of afraid of putting themselves out there. Another thing is you have to evoke some sort of emotion, whatever that is. And the last thing is you have to fill a need, obviously, you know, because, you know, obviously it might be some educational need, something that people want to know. It might be some service need. For example, when I first started out with my marketing agency, people had a need. They wanted to grow on social media, on Instagram specifically. I fulfilled their need. But it can also be some other things. For example, you're an artist. Art, you know, people love to see new artists, or music, for example, you know, great music that you put out there. Now we're trying to get to this number of 1,000 true fans over the course of the next 90 days. If you look at this right now, you might be like, okay, 1,000 true fans might be It might be kind of hard to get because I only have 100 Instagram followers right now. But here's the thing. It's always a good start to actually start from the end, start with your goal, and then break it down to a lot of small steps. In this case, you know, in small chunks. For example, if you want to get 1,000 true fans over the course of 90 days, if you break it down to a day, it's about 11 people a day that you have to grow, which all of a sudden it kind of seems attainable. Again, you know, breaking it down just makes it seem, makes it a lot more attainable. And if you're even here for the small goal of making a full-time income, which is 30K, you know, you just need how many people? About 4 people a day. You can do that. And now you know how you have to appear. You know, we're in the content marketing world, so building an online brand. Your content, whatever that is, needs to be aligned with those 5 key ingredients that I said earlier. So always when you create content, always think about, am I relatable? Is there some sort of authority inside my profile, in my content, social proof, whatever, you know, brands that you work with, whatever, emotion, what sort of emotion, and you want to feel a need or an urge. And thing is, one thing that I kind of forgot, but which is the most important thing, and which is the thing that we're going to get into in a second, you're going to have to reach those people, because the best strategy, you know, you have all the key ingredients. If you don't reach the people, you basically have 0 chances of you know, getting fans in the first place. So how do you reach those people? And a lot of people might be like, okay, botting was the easy thing. You know, you could just throw your stuff in a bot, reach out to people with the bot, and basically that's it. Not a lot of work, works fine, but it's dead. And actually thinking about it, it's never been as good, depending on how you set it up, but it's never been the best way to generate true fans. It's actually all so simple in real life. You know, here's the thing. Instead of letting the bot do the work, which is kind of half-assing it anyway, you do the work yourself. You go to your relevant hashtags, relevant competitors, comments, relevant, you know, YouTube videos and stuff like that, and you do it yourself. You strike up meaningful conversations, meaning, you know, you like them, for example, on Instagram, you comment on that, but not just say, hey, it's great. Really post some relevant things in there that makes people want to check you out, that makes people see, okay, this guy kind of has social proof. This guy kind of has authority because he knows what he's talking about, or her, of course. And I'm not talking about doing follow, unfollow stuff. Don't follow people. Really just comment and let your content, which is why I always say content is so important. Let your content speak for itself and your profile speak for itself. I gave you the ingredients with those 5 things that you need to package inside of your strategy in some sort of way. And if you think about it, this whole thing is just a funnel. It's a basic marketing funnel. You know, you start at the top with the people out there, with your audience, with the hashtags. You start interacting with them. Then you put them, they check out your profile. You have to convert them with your... It's exactly why Gary Vee talks about this whole strategy kind of in a way, as, you know, the 180 strategy or whatever it's called. It's, you know, this is basically what you need to do, but you have to be consistent, and this is where the challenge comes into play. And if you're like, okay, but you know, a bot could do that for me, it's just so much work and stuff like that. That's not what it's about, my friends, because you might save a lot of time by letting a bot do it for you, but like I said, it's just, first of all, kind of half-assed. It's not really meaningful. Instagram's going to recognize the bot anyway, so you're going to be shadow banned, so whatever. And you're actually saving at the wrong spot, because, like we always say, it's about the connection with your audience. It's about the meaningful interactions, because by taking all your time and striking up some meaningful interactions, you're actually putting them down the true follower, the true fan path, as opposed to the random whatever follower path. That means jack shit. That's why your engagement probably sucks. To give you an exact recipe that you can follow, because a lot of people, they like to have something that they can blindly follow to the T. You know, let me just get my whiteboard, my board of truth, justice, and a lot of pain, actually, to make this whole thing a lot clearer for you. Pen. Based on our math, for 1,000, yes, this means 1,000. It's fans. You need, let me just go scooch over here a little bit. 1,000 fans. You need 11 fans per day, based over the 90 days that we set for ourselves. Now, here's the thing. Usually on social media, there's like an average conversion rate of about 10%, okay? So meaning of 10% that you put in your funnel, as we said, it's nothing other than a funnel. You're gonna convert 10% over to become your fans, for example. And based on that, so 11 followers a day, 10%. Basically, you need 110, meaning full interactions. MI. That's what we're gonna call it right now. Meaning comments, likes on Instagram, for example, comments on YouTube, Pinterest, comments, put the emphasis on the comments, my friends. And just to make that safe, because, it always fluctuates. It could be sometimes it's 5%, sometimes it's 7%, sometimes it's 15%, really depending on the audience selection, plus depending on, actually your content, which is why I always say content is king. Anyway, so let's make that a little bit safer and say we need 150 of those interactions per day, right? I'm speaking about Instagram right now, so that you will not be detected as a spammer, for example. You're going to want to stick to that, first of all, because if you up that a lot more, and depending on if you do a lot of repetitive things in there, you're going to get labeled as a spammer, and basically you're just going to get bye, hello, shadow ban, my friends. And another thing that you can do to not get labeled as a spammer by the spam detection algorithms, you want to diversify. For example, talking about hashtags here, if speaking as you kind of want 150 comments or interactions / likes, whatever, a day to get to this 11 to 15 people, followers a day. We're gonna do, for example, 15 different hashtag sets. Hashtag sets. So for example, you go to 15 different one each days and give 10 comments / likes to those 15 people. And basically that's it. You just do that over the course of 90 days and you're gonna thank me for that. Now, of course, mix it up. If you want to grow a local following, limit that to local hashtags, local location tags even. You could also go ahead and go to competitors and go through their followers and see what are the people who follow them and actually strike up a conversation with their post, for example. Just stuff like that. And here's the thing. You might feel like right now, wow, this is super blatant. And, come on, man. I could have thought about that myself. But here's the thing. First of all, you didn't. Second of all, it's about the persistence here. If you do it for 3 days, if you just do it for a week, it's not going to be enough. I tell you how it is. It's about being persistent. It's about doing it every day for the next 90 days. If you follow this super easy, super simple thing, you're gonna get there, man, people. And this is where the 90-day challenge comes into play, my friend. Challenge yourself. Exactly do that over the course of 90 days. Note your results down, and after 90 days, you're going to have your mind blown. I guarantee you that. In fact, I try to make it easier for you, my friends, here. Down below, I have a free tracking sheet that you just put in your stats, update it every day or something like that. And then you're going to see your growth. You're going to see, what's up, and you're not going to forget that. And the person that actually grows the most using this exact strategy over the next 90 days, I'll give away a mentorship with me, actually, for free for this person. Because, if you put in the work, you're pre-selected. Now my mentorship's closed, but usually it goes between $3,000 and $5,000 or euros. I don't remember anymore. And, it's, I'm putting that on the table. And with a little bit of luck and dedication and hard work, actually, you're not only going to have 1,000 true fans over the course of the next 90 days, you're also have 1,000 true fans, which means we can monetize this baby. And that's what we're going to do, especially if I pick you, because I have some amazing shit prepared.